Hi everyone. It is the first week of October and I wanted to show you the remaining flowers that I have, but I wanted to talk to you about saving some of the seeds. And so I wanted to give you a couple ideas so that you could save seeds and get started early next year. And I wanted to show you on some of the plants that I currently have. And so the first one is the easiest of all. So that's a sunflower. And so if you just take one of these heads, you cut it off, you let it dry, you break it open, all of these are seeds that you will be able to save and throw down and plant for next year so that you'll get some sunflowers. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, maybe you want to have the same sunflower plant that you had this year. So this was a Mexican sunflower. I really liked it. It's got all of this coloration in here. And so I want to have it again next year. So I'm going to save the seeds. I like to leave them up and then just take maybe one head. So this head right here is going to be plenty for me. The rest of it, the birds can have. And as you can see, the birds have had it. They've had a lot of it. So they've really eaten their way through quite a bit of it. So, and there's some of the sunflower seeds from it. So those might be dead ones that don't really have like any meat in it. But that's it. That's as easy as that. Okay, so the next thing is the marigold. So if you want to talk about easy, this is about the easiest plant that you can save seeds from and let them dry out. So these beautiful marigolds, and I have two different varieties. So I have this orange and yellow or orange and red one, and then I have this yellow one. And so I like to make sure that I have that same variety every year. So I like to save the seeds from both of them and then just scatter them. So this is about as easy as it gets. One of these little dead heads right here. So see this dead head? All you have to do is pull out all of the guts. So all these guts, look at that. That's all a bunch of marigold seeds. So if you just let those dry, put them on a paper towel, put them on a box lid or something like that, and then make sure that you put them in some sort of a container, a Ziploc bag. I like to put them in there with the paper towel so that if there is any remaining moisture, it kind of sucks it out and doesn't let the mold attack the seeds. So those are marigold seeds. Easy. The next one is a basil plant. And so this is a basil plant right here, and it's coming to the end of its life. I'm letting it go to seed. So these are going to be seed heads. They turn into these cute little flowers. So it turns into these little cute white flowers, but this is actually going to seed. So I'm going to get seeds off of this, and then I'm going to be able to replant this for next year. This was really successful because a lot of neighbors wanted basil, so they'd just come over and they just rip some off, and they'd have fresh basil for their dinner. And so I thought that was great. They'd come by, they'd look at the flowers, grab some basil, and head home. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to show you is super easy as well. So if you're new to gardening, this is about as easy as it gets. And so this is a climbing vine, and it's the morning glory. And so you see, I've got it climbing all the way up to the tippy top. That's my goal every year, is to get it to go all the way up to that bracket up there. And it has these beautiful purple flowers on it. They're not open right now because, as the name says, they're morning glories. So they open in the morning, but it's a beautiful purple flower. And then it leaves a seed pod. And so this is a good example of one of the seed pods. So see right here, this seed pod. Okay, so if I'm gonna rip that off, crack that open, and look, you get little black seeds in there. So you can just save those. And then next year, you can throw them down around your telephone pole. You can plant them along a fence line. You can let them grow up your house. Whatever you want to do. So it's just a great way to get started early, to get some action going in your garden. Maybe start your plants, you know, in seed planters or whatever. And it's free. So you can't beat that.